Yoo-hoo, I'm up here too. And see, that's the joke. I'm not here. And neither are you. Sven?
I am here though, right?
No, Sven. There is no you, there is no I, there is that which is. And that which is what we call peace, is what we call love, is what we call oneness. And the only thing that keeps us from knowing that is a sense of I.
Our reality is blinking in and out of reality so quickly that we can't tell it's not a continuous experience. And the question is, where is the universe, the physical world, when it's not here? It's in the field of all possibilities. And you know, metal is solid except when it's not. And it's not when you get a group of people together, perhaps as I did once in the Alps in Switzerland, and a group of people agreed that metal wasn't solid, and all of a sudden we were bending spoons by just waving them in the air.
Now, that's more effective when you have a group of people doing that?
Yes. And that's
just mind-blowing. That's just absolutely crazy. We're
all many-dimensional creatures, and thought turns out to be a 10-dimensional phenomenon, which is outside the rules of space and time. You might wonder what's going to happen with man-machine hybrids in the future. Remember the Bionic Man, you know, or the $6 Million Man, or whatever he was called in that show? Well, the new type of man-machine hybrids is a hybrid where human beings sit around an electronic device and imprint it with an intention to do something that has nothing to do with the function of the machine. So you might take a radio and imprint it with the instruction that it will change the pH value of water, it will raise it by 1 unit. And when we do it with an intention that's single-minded, that becomes incredibly powerful as a way to change and bring into reality a different reality. In 2008, about a year ago, the peace intention experiment for Sri Lanka was done, and a 25-year war came to an end within 4 months.
One of the concepts in this about a beautiful woman who's lived all of her life in the forests of Russia. She's never lived anywhere near civilization. She has instantaneous communication with animals. And one of the things that she speaks of is the absolute purity that's required of this ray of thought in order for it to be a great attractor. Do you want to talk of the quality of purity?
Yeah, in physics we would call that coherence. Just like there's light, I can turn on a light and we see light. And I can take that light, and if I focus it and focus it and focus it and focus it and focus it into a coherent beam, we have a laser.
Few things. I'm very open to a variety of things in the world, but in terms of the methodologies, I really don't know the methodologies that we use in those various experiments, so it's hard for me to really understand what they are. But this is my question, and I figure where it's going from. Most of these experiments and bending spoons, I mean, bending spoons doesn't change the universe. These are very weak things to do. Can we do more? In other words, can we do more with our biological capabilities that exist right now? Do we have to evolve biologically to do them? Do we have to create larger collectives of people? I'm trying to get a sense of how you really move the world rather than spoons.
So, 2012 is feared to be the end of the world. But we have it on good authority that it is not the end of the world, it's just the beginning of a new world.
So I was visioning a whole bunch of artists standing in the most incredibly powerful art studio, which is Pittsburgh and the Three Rivers. We have such power at those three rivers and has been powerful for so long. So imagine all of these artists as brilliant, incredible, magnificent, fabulous ideas, but their task is to create one painting, one idea, done in unity for an event for 2012, to be done in 2011 before 2012 happens.
Pittsburgh, through our rivers, was connected to the Mayan 2012 prophetic teachings, and that ended up being verified by a Mayan elder named Don Alejandro, who's the Mayan Grand Elder, and he's an official Mayan daykeeper of the Mayan calendar and a Mayan high priest, traveling to Pittsburgh to verify with this piece of prophecy in his hand translated from Quiche Mayan to English to tell us about the three rivers in our geography, representing this story of the promised return to unity and oneness, because our three rivers converge into one.
Let me get as concrete as I can. There is an ocean of water, and there are an seemingly infinite number of waves on the surface of that water. And each wave could very well perceive itself as something different and something separate, as an entity unto itself, not seeing that it is ocean, that it is wetness. And there's only wetness going on. There is only ocean. Now here's the good news. We don't have to succeed at achieving anything. In Zen, it's called the gateless gate. You breathe, you move, you eat waffles, you lick your lips with the deliciousness of the waffles. You tell yourself, I have to get from here to there, and you look back and you say, I haven't come anywhere and I've already arrived. In every interaction, in every dealing, even in a dream, we will be that which is. And perhaps one day, the dream simply ends, dissolves, like a bubble, poof, and there is only the bright and shining, glorious, limitless, without boundary, effervescence, radiance of love that was all there was going on in the first place. All there ever was going on in the first place. All there ever was. All there ever is.